What's up guys, Brandon Johnson here again, and thanks for joining me. Today we're taking a look at 10 licks in the key of C. And the idea for this lesson is not to give you a bunch of licks, but it's really just to give you different ideas of how to start solos and specifically how to solo in kind of a bluegrass style. These 10 licks are basically variations of one another, and they have a few things in common, namely that they either resolve or they end on the root note of the C chord. So we're playing mostly in C major, and we're kind of using the C major scale. And I tried to keep the licks to just one measure, one bar. Another common element of bluegrass soloing is the use of half steps. So a lot of these licks use a lot of half steps in addition to the actual chord tones that we're playing over. And that gives you that kind of bluesy or bluegrassy feel, if you will. You know, that's kind of my thinking with this lesson. And I hope it helps you out. I hope it helps your soloing. So I hope you enjoy this one. Let's check it out. All right, let's take a look at this first lick now. So we're going to start this out on the 3rd fret high E with our index finger to open, and then 5th fret high E with our ring finger back to 3. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take our middle finger and our ring finger, and we're going to play that 4th fret B to 5th fret B right after that. Okay, and then right after that 4th fret B to 5th fret B, you're going to see 1st fret B. So we're actually going to move our hand all the way down to that 1st fret B on a downstroke. That can be kind of a tough move to make there, but if you just practice it slowly, you'll start to kind of get the feel of moving down to that 1st fret position. Okay, and then once we reach that 1st fret B, we're going to play 3rd fret G to 2nd fret G to open. That's going to be with our ring finger and our middle finger. And now that we're in this first position here with our left hand, we're going to stay there for the remainder of the lick. So once we play that 3rd fret G to 2nd fret G to open, index finger, we're going to play 1st fret D to 2nd fret D, and then 1st fret B, which is going to be the root of the C chord. Okay, let's play this entire lick now to the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that leads us into lick number 2. All right, let's take a look at lick number 2 now. So we're looking at this second lick here, and we're starting on 4th fret high B to 3rd fret to 1st fret. And I'm going to use all 4 of my fingers here. I'm going to use my little finger, my ring finger, and my index finger. We're going to be starting with our little finger here on the 4th fret B to 3rd fret to 1st fret. And then with our middle finger here, we're going to hit the 2nd fret G, and then back to 1st fret B. And then again with our middle finger, we're going to play that pull-off, you see, that 2nd fret to open. And then we're going to move up to that 1st fret D to 2nd fret D on a hammer-on. Okay, so we've got a pull-off followed by a hammer-on there. And then at the end there, we've got 1st fret D to open, and then 3rd fret A which is going to be your C root note. Alright, let's play lick number 2 now, all the way through to the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that leads us into lick number 3. Okay, let's look at lick number 3 now. So lick number 3 is one that you can really throw into your soloing right away. I mean, you can kind of throw all these into your soloing, but we're going to start here on that 3rd fret A, which is a C note, on an 8th note. So we've got a double downstroke here. We're going to play 3rd fret A, followed by open D on a 16th note. So we're going from an 8th note to a 16th note. In other words, there's a slight pause in between those two notes. Then we're going to play what is kind of just a typical bluegrass sounding run in the key of C. So we're going to go to that open D to 1st fret to 2nd fret. And then we're going to play open G to 2nd fret G, and then 1st fret B. And that 1st fret B is going to be on an 8th note, so there's a slight pause there as well. And the syncopation here is sort of interesting in that we're pausing on the root notes here. So pause, pause. And then we're going to go back down, so we're going to hit that 2nd fret G to open G, and then back to the 1st fret D to 2nd fret D again, and then that 3rd fret A for the root note. Alright, let's play lick number 3 now, all the way through to the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that leads us into lick number 4. Okay, we're going to look at measure number 4 now. This is one of my favorite licks in this entire lesson here, and it's just kind of, it uses a lot of half steps and a lot of kind of bluesy intervals. So we're going to be playing this 3rd fret G to 2nd fret G to open. And that's kind of a little half step interval there in the key of C. And you could play that over a 7th chord if you wanted to. And there's a theme here, and that is that we're playing these lead lines around the chord shape, so around the C major chord shape here. Okay, so we're going to start on that 3rd fret G to 2nd fret G to open. And then 2nd fret D to open D, and I like to play that with my middle finger. And then that 3rd fret A, of course, is your root note. And then we're going to start to ascend again, so we're going to play open D, 1st fret D to 2nd fret D. It's another half step. Okay, and then from there we're going to the open G. And then 1st fret B. So we're not even moving our hand at all on this one. We're staying in this first position here. Okay, let's play lick number 4 now, all the way through to the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that leads us into lick number 5. Okay, looking at lick number 5 now, this is a great descending lick, and this is actually something that I use quite often in solos, and that's where when I'm playing in the key of C, I start on that 5th fret high B, and that's kind of a cool place to start if you're going to do a big descending line in C. So we're going to start with that 5th fret B to 3rd fret B to 1st fret B. And so again, we're moving our hand down an entire position here to that 1st fret B. And then we're going to be in basically playing out of that C major chord shape again. And we're going to be kind of anchoring here on that first fret B. And with our middle finger, we're going to play the second fret G. And then right back to that first fret B again. And you notice there's a pull off, so we're playing that second fret G to open G on a pull off. And again, we have another half step there, that first fret D to second fret D to open. Open G. And then another pull off there on that first fret D to the root note, third fret A. So you'll notice that that first fret D is used a lot. We can play kind of chromatically around it, so we can either play first to second fret, or we can do first fret to open, and that's going to sound like kind of like a bluesy sound, you know, if we use those half steps. So that's one way that you can kind of spice up your C major scales and add those little half steps into your soloing. All right, let's play measure number 5 now, all the way through to the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that leads us into lick number 6.